Namaste. I'm Dr. Juhi Singh, Assistant Professor at Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Department of Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences. Today's our topic is pharmacological classification of the drug. So, pharmacological classification of drug. Here, the crude drugs are grouped according to the pharmacological action of the drug. Pharmacological action or therapeutic activity of their chief active constituent or their therapeutic uses. This is the pharmacological classification of the drug. Just example, if it is bitter in nature, if it is carbonative in nature, if it is emetic in nature. So different drugs are classified according to their pharmacological action. Just example like Cassia, Cinchona, Gentian, all are comes into the bitter index. So these are in bitter classification. Then come forward to dill, clove, fennel, coriander, all come into the carbonative in nature. So these are carbonatives. So they classify into the carbonatives. Okay. Then come forward IPAC. IPAC is emetic in nature. So it is emetic. It is classified into the emetics. Then Purchi, IPAC, all are anti-amoeboic. Okay, anti-amoeboic. So next agar, isabgol, all are bulk laxatives. These are used for the laxatives. So this come into the bulk laxatives. Okay, purgative example like senna, castor oil are purgative in nature. So they are purgatives. Next, expectorants. Expectorants example liquorize, Vasaka, IPAC, all are the expectorant in nature. So they come into the class expectorants. Okay. Opium, antitussive in nature. So these are the opium. Okay. Ephedra and tea, bronchodilators. These are the bronchodilators. That's why they comes into the bronchodilators. Okay. Cardiotonics. Cardiotonic digitalis, sequel, strepto, stropanthus. These are the cardiotonics in nature. So they classify into the cardiotonics. And another example like Cinchona comes into the cardiac depressant. So these are the Cinchona. Cinchona comes into the cardiac depressant. Next, Rauwolfia. Rauwolfia is antihypertensive in nature. So these classify into the antihypertensive. Next, opium. Opium are central analgesics. So opium is come into the central analgesics. Classify into the central analgesics. Next, coffee. Coffee is CNS stimulant. So classified into the CNS stimulant. Opium. Opium is CNS depressant. So into the CNS depressant. Belladonna. Belladonna is antispasmodics. Vinca, Podophyllum, Cinchona, Colchicum, all are anti-cancer in nature. So next, aconite, Google, Colchicum, all are anti-rheumatoids. Next, Vidang, Cassia, Malferum, all are anti-helminthics. Catachu is astringents. Cinchona and Artemisia all are anti-malarial in nature. Then coca is local anesthetics. So these are the example of different drugs have different pharmacological action, which is classified according to their pharmacological action, right? That advantages. What is the advantages of this pharmacological classification? The special advantages is that if even chemical constituents of the crude drug are not known, they can be classified properly on the basis of their therapeutic pharmacological uses. Disadvantages of this classification, regardless of the morphology, taxonomical and status of the chemical nature of the drug are grouped together provided they exhibit similar pharmacological uses, right? Then example of this Disadvantages like senna, castor oil, jalap, colicant are grouped together as purgatives and laxatives because of their common pharmacological action. Next, chemotaxonomical classification of the crude drugs. It is in this system of classification, the equal importance is given to the importance for the taxonomical status and chemical constituents. They are certain type of the chemical constituent which are characteristic in of certain classes of the plant, right? Example, trophane alkaloids generally occur in most of the membrane of most of the member of the Solanaceae. Another example like volatile oil occur in the member of Umbelliferae and Rutaceae. So this is the example. Okay, next. Next was that what is primary constituent and secondary metabolites. Primary constituents or primary metabolites. Primary metabolites are those compound or are the compound that involved in the fundamental metabolic pathway. Most of the primary metabolites are universal occurrence and utilized by the plants or itself for the growth and development. Okay, these compounds are very important nature and hence play a vital role of the taxonomical in classification. Okay, next, secondary metabolites. Secondary metabolites are the compound that are usually perform non-essential function in the plant. They are used for the production and defense against the predators and the pathogens. These occur and hence very useful chemotoxins and major groups of secondary metabolites like plant phenols, terpenoids are secondary metabolites. Next is serotaxonomical classification. Serology is defined as portion of biology which is concerned with the nature, interaction of antigen materials and antibodies. Smith in 1976 defined the study of the origin and the properties of antisera. When the foreign cell or foreign particle and which is called as antigen is introduced into the organism and antibodies are produced the bloodstream or blood. This is called the antiserum. The substance capable of stimulant for the formation of antibody is antigen and highly specific plasma cell in the immune system is response to the antigen. Phytoserology. Next is phytoserology. Phytoserology which deals with the immunochemical reactions, which deals with the immunochemical reaction between the serum and antibody and antigen, has also classified itself to a wide method in the systematics because it helps to detect homogeneous proteins. Okay, it is uses the specific properties. It is uses the specific properties of antisera produced by animal against plant proteins as characters to assess the plant relationship. Okay, okay. Then come towards serotaxonomy, the classification of very similar plant by mean of differences in the protein they contain. Okay, the technique is based on the highly specific relationship between the antigen and antibodies produced in response to them. Okay, protein extracted from the plant is ingested or injected into the bloodstream of the animal where it behaves as an antigen. After an interval for the production of antibodies, a blood sample is taken. The first plant protein or antigen which is extracted. Okay. The study of antigen-antibody reaction is called serology. The substance capable of stimulating the formation of an antibody is antigen. A specific protein molecule produced by the plasma membrane, a plasma cell in the immune system of the immune system is antibody. The antibodies combine chemically with specific antigen, and this system or this combination of elevates the immune response. The application of serology is solving the taxonomical problem of the drug of the classification. Newton was the first biologist. He's the first biologist to compare the immunochemicals specific of the serum, specific of the serum protein of systematic purpose in 1901, and later than the 1910, Dunbar showed that the thera protein from the pollen grains or seed or leaves of the rice were serologically distinct. In 1914, Golke established a serology school in the Germany, and later Germany became center of serological studies. Process of serotoxinomy. The process of serotoxinomy is just like the protein is extracted from the plant origin, that is the antigen is extracted first. The next step is